What's up, guys? Boondocks here. Today I'm going to be running with my Pyro. Not my Pyro, what the hell am I talking about? I'm at Pyro Pete's Bar. This is my Psycho. And I personally like Krieg's overall character design, but I'm not a huge fan of his trees, mostly because I'm not a big fan of going in melee. And Krieg, he has a cool concept behind his melee, but all because of Silence the Voices. The skill is pretty much necessary if you want to be able to do any type of damage, but the auto attack, even though it's negligible if you have a Rough Rider on, still makes it so that you're not attacking your enemy at that time because it kind of stuns yourself. Because of that, I personally feel like it's just an all-around weaker build. I know a lot of people will disagree with me on that. For a while, I do like to run a mix between Mania and Bloodlust, focusing on explosive damage. But this is my Helborn Bloodlust tree. Basically, all I'm looking for is to light myself on fire, drop my shields, and then have my Flame of the Firehawk do massive amounts of damage. The other beneficial part is my new and improved Omen. Because the Omen is a TDR weapon, every time I reload it, it's going to do extra damage because it gets thrown out like a grenade. The benefit of that is the more ammo that you have in the weapon at the given time, the more damage it'll do. And because I have blood-filled guns, which will increase my magazine size per stack, and then I also have my Elemental Elation, which will do the same thing, I can get a considerably larger magazine. I believe that the new and improved Omen tops out at 39. Just remember that the more rounds left that you haven't fired yet, the more damage it'll do. So pretty much I'm going to focus on getting enemies killed here, just to show you the power of mobbing against fleshy targets. And then I'm going to go try, keyword try, against the robots in Heroes Pass. So here we go. If you look, by throwing out a magic missile first, everything else just melts as soon as I start hitting it with fire. And I'm an idiot that decided, hey, you know that magic missile I just threw out? Standing next to it is a great idea. So, sadly, I pretty much have to start over. If you look, though, he still does massive amounts of damage. What the hell? This is OP8, in case you couldn't tell. The reason I want my shields to regenerate right now, though, is so that way I can get my Flame of the Firehawk to start proccing again. The issue with Krieg is he lights himself on fire, so it takes that much longer to come back and actually have your shield start to regenerate. But all you gotta do is give it a little bit of time. Faster, faster. Alright, here we go. One more shot. I won't be stupid this time, I promise. You just throw the empty or partly empty Tadori, or TDR, sorry. I don't know why I always want to add consonants into words. I do it pretty often, not just in video games. Alright, here we go. Flame of the Firehawk's proccing. And now it comes down to just running around, and enemies will die. Throw out your magic missile, slag your enemies, and boom, burst. I've also gibbed my character. If you notice, I have 83 grenades available. That's not necessary, though, if you are running this. Because Krieg, if you spec into it, every time he kills an enemy, they have a chance of dropping grenades. And you'll pick up grenades automatically when you run over them. So, pretty much, you just keep spamming your magic missiles and lighting people on fire, tossing out your TDR whenever you feel like it. and you pretty much can't die. As long as you're near an enemy, they're going to be taking fire damage with your Flame of the Firehawk. It's a pretty standard build. I just wanted to show, once again, how it's done. The only slight issue is sometimes getting through shields can be a little bit tricky, but you can throw out magic missiles. Also, with Flame of the Firehawk going, you can bust out explosive damage, because by going into the Bloodlust tree, you increase your explosive damage as well. I personally just think it's fun to sometimes cut loose with torque weapons and just kill massive quantities of enemies. Now that my shield has to recharge, though, you can either fall back or keep on fighting. I did not mean to hit that. You shouldn't die, fuckers. Yeah, without having anything in the mania, your melee attacks do pretty much nothing. But you can still stay alive, even with your Flame of the Firehawk being inactive, just from doing the fire damage with your own. The one thing that you want to watch out for too is if you take health damage and then let your shield recharge, you want to heal back up. Because if you looked when that ultimate badass just hit me, he did health damage after my shield went down too. So if you're not at full health when your shield goes down, an Alpha Strike can take you out. So you gotta watch out for that. This is pretty easy. You can also use it to farm up tokens if you want tokens. But that's that. Now I'm gonna make my way over to Heroes Pass. In case you don't know, Flame of the Firehawk needs to fully recharge before the Novas will activate again from it being drained. Which is why, if you have to get a second wind, you kind of need to fall back. One of the nice things, though, see if I can have this guy kill me without dying. Or without him dying. You can actually stand there and let them hit on you in order to get it to proc. One of the other things that you can do, though, that's nice about Flame of the Firehawk is even if you die, chances are it'll get the kill for you because it keeps proccing even while in fight for your life. So because of that, you can continue right on. Okay, so here we go to Heroes Pass. I'm actually going to switch out this for my... No, not that. For one, I'm going to take a Practical Slow Hand. And I'm also going to take a Ferocious Kitten. No, not that one. Where's my kitten? There it is. Kitten. Kitten being a Moxie weapon, it'll naturally give me healing whenever I do damage to enemies, which is kind of needed here since I'm not going to be able to do much flame damage to them. Once again, it's all about getting that slag out. As long as you still stay close, you can get the kills even on loaders. It's a little bit trickier because they don't take nearly as much flame damage.
It's a scarlet slice.
There, did you see that? I went down, my Flame of the Firehawk kept proccing and got me the kill. These guys, you want to use splash damage on, because otherwise they'll reflect back your other shots. And that's just generally annoying. The slow hand, also being a moxie weapon, will keep you alive. Just gotta be careful that you don't stay too close, because the splash damage will hit you as well. Gonna let my shield recharge, so that way the next group of enemies will be able to take down nice and easy. Honestly, the biggest downside to Flame of the Firehawk is the difficulty to see. Flame of the Firehawk's also really nice in melee builds, but I find it's even harder to track your enemies when you're in melee with the flame pulses going off. It just becomes so difficult that I don't see the plus side of using it. Uh-oh. Taking a little bit more health damage than I want. Let my shield recharge. Just takes so long to get that to go because of Krieg's delay time increases. And I killed myself because I drifted too close to that wall. No big deal. What's up the Norfleet? That was a close one. Did not like how close that was. Oh shit, where'd he just go? Did he jump off the side? Did anyone? I hope you guys saw that. He just jumped off the side, the suicidal bastard. Damn it.
I'm angry.
Use the slow hand to heal back up. And then move along. I don't know why I forgot that that guy appears right here, because I wanted my shield to recharge, and it was recharging, and then I let him just come and hit me in the face like an idiot. But make do with what you got. Alright, here we go. Back up to full. Move on to the next section. There goes my Flame of the Firehawk. Flame of the Firehawk is nowhere near as effective against these types of enemies, but if you can't tell, it still gives you enough healing to make it an effective and worthwhile ability. You know, I'm not really sure how to get this constructor up there. factor actually has me a little bit worried. Oh man. So, I definitely found a downside. You're just doing a little too much damage to me. I couldn't quite heal through it. Oh well. If you really start running into problems, you can always bust out a grog nozzle if you have one. But that shows you pretty much a rundown of how Krieg operates in Helborn. So, once again, the main weapon I use is the Omen. That deals massive amounts of fire damage. And you can also toss it out as a grenade to do even more. Norfleets here purely get up. The Kerblaster, just something fun to play around with when you're up against fleshies and you're already burning them so much with Flame of the Firehawk. Magic Missiles, what you use to slag everybody. Bone of the Ancients. The cooldown rate doesn't really matter since you're not going to be going into your Psycho form all that much, but it gives you the extra fire damage, and that's pretty important. Then this is a legendary torch mod. For some reason, it's not showing up top what it is, but you get it because of the burn damage increase. It helps keep you alive. You can run other things with this build. You can run the Reaper. You can also, you can't really run the Sickle, but you can run the Reaper. So if you look, the Reaper still feeds into grenade damage, so your Omen will do even more massive amounts when you throw it out. If you're going to do this, definitely put a point in a Taste of Blood. Just in case you need to get away, you can activate your Psycho and get the damage reduction. And it gives you more element chance and so on and so forth. You can actually pump out more damage in this build just from tossing out your Omen so much. I still like the torch. Now it shows up. I like using the torch just because of the survivability. So here are my skills. Blood-filled guns and elemental elation are used just to increase the stacks of your weapon and therefore do more damage with your Omen. This right here is a kill skill. A little bit added bonus each time you get a kill on kill on your enemy. It's not that important. It's mostly just a wasted point. Blood Overdrive, increase your grenade damage and the fuse time of the grenades. If you get in close enough to hit them with a melee, you can move those points elsewhere if you want, such as up to your weapon speed, but it's really just a way to move into the next tree. I then also put points into Boiling Blood, increase the time between my stack degen, just for when you have to move from one group of enemies to the next. You'll maintain the most number of stacks. Nervous Blood increases your reload speed. That's really good when you get downed because your Bloodlust stacks actually carry over to fight for your life. So if you don't kill the enemies with your first couple shots from your Norfleet, you can reload it quick enough. It also helps with tossing out massive numbers of the Omen. Blood Explosion is just fun. If you kill one enemy, it can keep stacking and killing the rest of them, with the bonus overkill damage increasing each time. That also plays into Thrill of the Kill. Overkill damage actually heals you, even more healing into the build. Since your shield's going to be down all the time, Embrace the Pain will help increase your fire rate and the time that it takes before it starts to regen. Then Feed the Meat helps the time delay and increases your health a considerable amount, making you that much tankier. Your main tree, though, is your Helborn tree. You increase burn damage since you're going to be doing mostly fire. Numb the nerves, so that way you take less damage while on fire. You're going to be on fire pretty often because of fuel the fire, increasing your ignite chance by 42%. Pain is power, critical hit damage bonus, and weapon or critical hit bonus damage goes down, but you're going to be using mostly AoE damage anyway, so you're not going to be looking for the crits. So instead, you're looking for the on fire bonus and the weapon damage bonus. Elementalation increases your fire rate in the stacks in your magazine. And delusional damage, this is so that when you're shooting out corrosive against bots or even just slagging enemies, you can light yourself on fire and get that damage reduction from numb nerves. Flame flare, just 1 point since it's already in there, increases the duration of your burn, and you can even reignite different enemies. So that way the fire's up quicker or longer, but chances are they're already going to be dead, so it's less effective. Then elemental apathy, that's the main one. It keeps you healed. That's why Flame of the Firehawk is so effective. Then Raving Retribution, it's just fun to watch fireballs go flying at your enemy. And that's pretty much my build. So, good luck guys, have fun.